I have been a part of the BTS ARMY for 2 years now. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and listen to BTS's brand new album called Map of the Soul 7. I'm nervous, weirdly. Why am I nervous? I don't know. Today is my ArmyVersary, and today we're gonna celebrate. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon, and we are here again today for another commentary video. This one's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be talking about my 2 years as BTS ARMY, as well as celebrating the 2 years of Map of the Soul 7, the album that started it all for me. I know that the last couple years have been a very trying time for everybody, and I honestly do not know what would have happened to me if I was not able to find BTS, to find ARMY, to find something that I could dive into, you know, and really take my mind off of what else was going on in the world. I believe that BTS is an escape for a lot of people, including myself now. When we're having a bad day, when we're not feeling it, when we're anxious, when we're tired, we can low-key just put on a little BTS clip, a BTS song, maybe a music video, and everything could be okay. Everything, well, at least get a little better. At least get a little better. So yeah, today, let's go over the 2 years of content I was able to create and also dive into each of the songs on Map of the Soul 7, talk about my feelings about those and how I still love them today. Before we get started, please just take 1 second, look down there. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button because it really helps the channel out. Also, comment down what era did you come into BTS Armydom? Armydom. I kind of like that word. So it all started February 21st, 2020. I was just a regular YouTuber. I was a music reactor. I loved music, but I was having a hard time finding something that I really could connect with. Something that piqued my interest to study and enter Map of the Soul 7. After having my jaw dropped during that reaction, I realized there's other type of music in the world that I wasn't exposed to, and that maybe that something was blocking me. Like some type of, I don't know, let's just call it a Western bias, okay? I hated to say it like that, but something was blocking me. Not that I didn't want to listen to it, but I was just like, how would I enjoy this? I don't know what they're saying. Fast forward to a thing called the internet with lyrics, Landon. Good job, good job. Once I really discovered the deeper meaning of these BTS songs and how they were like club bangers, but you still had a message with it. Whether it was telling you to preach, whether it was talking about their own anxieties, whether it was saying that you can keep going, all that kind of stuff. It was so clear that they were sending out messages that were not apparent and there in the music that I was normally listening to. And that's what it changed. I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and deep dive into every single BTS song. So you know what? We did. I had some amazing people help me out. Most specifically, an amazing person named Emily helped me create this thing called the BTS Roadmap. You may have seen it before. Here we were going through and kind of cataloging everything BTS has done over the span of their careers because I wanted to react to it. And along the way, it's actually made its way into the hands of new ARMY, helped their own discoveries, helped their own journeys. So proud of that. And I want to say thank you so much to Emily for helping with that. But yes, 2 years later, over 1,000 reactions. Can you believe that? Like, 4 seasons of Bon Voyage, 85 episodes of Run, a whole season of Burn the Stage, currently on In the Soup Season 1, all on my Patreon, and then on top of that, we reacted to every album, every SoundCloud song, compilations, like so much content these boys have. Also, spending money on stuff that I probably shouldn't be spending money on. We'll talk about that later though. But yes, the happiness that these men have given me throughout this pandemic has been something that I probably couldn't have gotten anywhere else. And I don't know what would have happened if I wouldn't. But not just finding Namjoon, Seokjin, Yoongi, Hoseok, Jimin, Taeyoung, and Jungkook, but finding another family. This is where the markers come in. If you guys are not familiar, if you join my Patreon, you can become part of our Discord channel where all of our markers talk every day. And it's like an amazing community of people, but where we go and chat about my videos, chat about daily life, chat about everything. And this has been my lifeline for the last 2 years. Like without them, I don't know if I would have survived. I don't know where we would have been. And so I just want to say thank y'all so much for all of your support and being there for me and sending me all these gifts, teaching me all this knowledge. This journey has been such a wild ride. I never expected it, and it never could have happened without y'all. And I appreciate it all. And I'm so glad that y'all were able to join me on this journey as we took this deep dive into BTS. So yes, those reactions, but then there's also this little side hustle I like to call mashups. Tons of BTS mashups. I'm not sure if you've heard them or not yet, but you can find them all at later remixes, but there's a lot. Hush your mouth, silence when I Tons of fan edits, because Landon has a problem.
What did you do? I let her out. Who? I'm sorry. What else did you touch? Everything.
Green light.
Run, run, run. Let's jump.
Red light.
Save me, save me.
But not only is it a problem, it's a solution. Hear me out. Y'all may think, oh, Landon is out here making another BTS edit again. He's out here doing his little weird editing again. And no, I mean, yes. Yes, that's very true. But the entire time, I've been teaching myself about video production. I've been teaching myself about video editing. I have been learning Premiere Pro in and out. And they may be funny edits to everybody, but in the long run, it's actually sharpening my skills. And so I've had so much freaking fun making them, from full-fledged songs to little...
어느 날 새벽 남준이 형 잠을 깨우네 모기가 많다고 다 같이 저 나쁜 모기를 잡자고 끝나죠 형은 불을 켜줘 진영은 참지 못하고 남준이 형 얼굴에 베개 던졌어요
기억이 나질 않네요 제명은 한적임이었죠
Yoongi edits.
I can be a bitch, I can be a diva I can throw a pitch, I can play receiver I can turn a bad boy into a believer I can do both, I can do both
It's a weird, like, it's just everything. I just like to play around, and I have so much fun. Whether they hit, whether y'all like them or not, it's up in the air. But you know what? Either way, I'm having a blast. They might not be the best edits in the world, but guess what? They bring me joy. And Marie Kondo said that's a good thing. I've still never watched that show. I don't know what she's talking about. All of that to say, thank you so much for all of your support. Every single one of you, every single DM you sent, every single comment you left, every single everything. I appreciate it all. And just to be 100% transparent with y'all, after I pay my taxes off and everything, I'm not exactly sure how much longer I'll be able to keep this channel up as a sole job. So there might be changes coming to the channel eventually. Hate talking about it, but it's life. You know, it's life. We gotta go with what life tells us to do. And though I've had such an amazing job doing this every single day for 2 years, I might have to change some things just, you know, to survive. The normal stuff. Pay bills, all that kind of stuff. Though it's the best job I've ever had in my entire life. I'm gonna still try to find a way to do it. Do a part-time, do something like that too, but just felt the need, you know, to let y'all know if there may be some changes coming in the future. That's why. Life happens. People move on. You know, I'm not the little baby army I used to be, and I get that. And I get that 100%, but I do have so much fun diving more into the history of BTS and also learning about these other groups too, because to be honest with you, people may be upset at me or whatever for not doing BTS only anymore, but it's kind of like if I have no other pool of comparison for the genre that BTS is, technically K-pop, you know, even though I don't think they are, I think they're more than that, but that kind of genre, you have to have a base of a comparison. You have to have some more cultural references to be able to really piece it all together into a full understanding. It'd be like hearing Fancy by Reba McEntire is the only country song you've ever heard and saying this is the best country song ever, but never have heard another country song before. You know what I'm saying. I don't like country. That's the only one I really like. So. But yes, anyway, things may change. Who knows? Only God and the IRS do. So we're going to figure that out when we get there. But for now, we're going to be enjoying the journey. What I figure we could do for the last bit of this episode is just to go through each of the BTS songs on Map of the Soul 7 to congratulate, to celebrate the 2 years since their release. It really feels like yesterday. And all the songs sound like they're fresh and brand new. So let's go. Let's do our little scooch. And let's do some more talking. So first off, intro persona. I love the rock and roll feel to this. This is technically the first BTS song I've heard. I've heard Suga's Interlude before this. That's how we got here. Shout out to Halsey for their album being the reason that I found BTS in the first place. I should have said that earlier, and I am so sorry to Halsey. Congratulations for your baby. I love y'all. Okay, but intro persona, I remember putting it on and being like, what is this rock vibe? Are we doing, what, what's happening? Having to wait to see the music video for a long time was hard, but now that we actually seen it and we've seen Namjoon do his freaking thing, wordplay, everything. Let's go. Let's. Oh shit! Who the hell am I? Do you wanna die? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna fly? Like, what a way to start a freaking album. Still not over Namjoon dancing with a bunch of clones. Imagine if we shot this with muscles now. Persona, who the hell am I on the fly? I just wanna give you all the voices till I die. I just wanna give you all the shoulders when you cry. Persona, hey, who the hell am I? Oh. It's paying back to the 90s and to the way he's all up in the camera, the fish eye lens, you know, like it's just so many references and stuff in there. An amazing way to start the album off. And then we're moving on to the one that stole my heart, Boy With Love. Speaking of Halsey. No, there's just something about this one that makes your brain smile. No, your mouth smile, but your brain happy. And that's really all you can ask for. To put a song on and instantly be hit with a smile, a hit of serotonin, like that's what Boy With Love is.
All on my mind, all on my mind.
This whole like and at the end here when Junie has his little part, let it fly. Like you can't help but just smile. Put a smile on, everybody come on. This is peak pop, this is peak happy, this is peak smile. Mixed in with the rap that I love as well. We then move on to another one to Make It Right that I was just like, they got range. You turn on Map of the Soul 7, you make it through 1, 2, and 3, and you say, shit. Range. All day, everywhere. Y'all feel something else when Hobie says that? Shut up. That part too. Alright, sorry. I will get into these all day, but I just wanted to go through and point out the differences in all of them and how they make me feel. We move on next to Jamais Vu, another one we slow down even more, and it's like, what the fudge? What the fudge? They got Vokes? They got Vokes folks? Okay, that's Jamais Vu, and we're continuing to build only for it to change over to Dionysus. Dionysus. That's a nice ass. What did you say? Hey! Ha! Yeah, my job! Okay. Like, we're not even gonna talk about the dancing? Are we even gonna talk about the dancing? He makes me cry. This man right here. Whoa. We could just have a mix of everything. And speaking of the one that makes me shed tears, let's move on now to Interlude Shadow, my Yoongi song. It's like I don't own it, but you know, we all own it in our hearts.
I wanna be rich. I wanna be the king. I wanna go win.
The change ups and everything in that. Oscar. Oscar de la Renta Pastia. It's it for me. Then if we're gonna keep talking about how my life was changed, we could talk about the definitive one. The one that really took me to a place where I didn't know I needed to be. And BTS was sitting right there waiting for me with the ice cream cone. Half eaten, of course. But I still took it anyway. This is Black Swan. If you are a fan of the channel, or if you've been around since the beginning, you know how much of a grip this bitch has around my throat. Like, you know, Black Swan has me in his grasps. Like, if you don't know, I was a contemporary dancer for like 7 years. This is just that perfect balance I didn't know existed. I'll tell you what that thing is. My first day, I've been always afraid of. But what if the moment's right now, right now? Like, I feel something so different with this song and music video. The fact that it was a single, you know what I mean? Like, this is just, if you read the lyrics too, we've gone over that on the channel, made edits of it, how deep the meaning of this lyric are. It's low key where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's come such full circle. This is like the first one I fell in love with, and right now I'm in this weird position of, it's like, I want to be able to do this forever. I just don't know if I can. But let's just jam out some, like, the sets, the looks, the choreography, if we're being 100. Go to Louisiana, killing me now. Motherfucking Park Gym now. Killing me now. You're filming me. I'm literally filming me doing my thing. Okay, but BTS told me to do my thing, and that's what I'm going to continue doing, and just hope for the thing. We then move on. Let's talk a little bit about filter, and I don't know if I can show this performance, but some reason YouTube hates me, but not other people, so some people can upload this fully. Ready? I can be your genie. Ooh, how about it, Lonnie? Ooh. We saw it, and we know it, and we feel it. Let's move on now to the little Magne over here. JK letting us know it's his time, and we know what we're talking about with that live performance. Okay, Mr. Leopard. Okay, Mr. I don't care if it's all hanging out. My life has been moving all the time. Let's do a little walk. Hold on, wait. Let me do the walk. Oh, they did a little mix. All right, now that everybody's sweating, it's time to move on. I'm so sorry, JK. I love it though so much. That's a good dance break mix. We're making it halfway through the album, and we are now on Louder Than Bombs, which has one of the most angelic notes I've ever heard in my entire life. I still love it to this day. I just did my most recent remix with Louder Than Bombs. You can check that out on my channel. But this bass and shit. Louder than bombs, I say. It's like you could almost see the light with Jesus poking out of it saying, oh, not yet, boy. We had to talk to BTS's legal team. We had to talk to Hive. This is directly from heaven saying, this is girl bossing a little bit too close to the sun. You know, this is a little too close to the angels, and we need to draw it back. We got to keep that little sense of illusion going on. I can't even explain it. It's just such a great packed song with so much bass, feeling, and love. Now, let's take it to the place where shit really went down. BTS on Kinetic Manifesto. This is the first real time I saw BTS. I saw this first before the On music video itself, Avi, but I didn't know they could dance. Nobody told me they could dance, so I hadn't even seen them. So this is it, and this one has a special place in my heart too. This and the On music video, like something about it. This is my era. You can't hold me down 'cause you know I'm a fighter. Got me dead, I'm gonna make a jump, yeah. This was 2 years ago, y'all. Over that. I'm sorry, Hobie. We'll get to y'all, but let me just watch this. Y'all, this changed my fucking life. Oh, Oh, work it out, little baby. Yeah, meow, 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 yeah, let's get it in. Ooh, ah. Life-changing right there. I'll watch it forever. We need to go. We need to move on. I didn't realize how long I was gonna talk about all these. This is supposed to be a short video. Let's now move on to the rap line song here. Can I? Hobart! You ready to fucking fight, bitch? Stop. We know we came with this iconicness, icontic. We then move on to 0 o'clock. And you know what? Woo woo. And you're gonna be happy. So. And you're gonna be happy. And you're gonna be happy. Y'all, we haven't even talked about the Victorian neck. Is it my fault? Is it my wrong? Stupid. Why they stare at me like that? Y'all see how they stare. It's not my fault. Speaking of the starer. The next song on the album that I truly love, Inner Child. TT Tay Tata saying we gon' change. It's one of the more bigger songs on the album too, where just you feel it. The look at him and mini TT. We gon' change. The smile. And then my favorite part. And Army. Army, we were trying our best. This is all virtual. Y'all know how Zoom meetings go. Okay, not the best. But I love that one so much. All their solo songs really spoke to who they are as people and greatest in the world. The next one is a unit song that is probably one of my favorite unit songs after hearing it for so long and really falling in love with it. You know, it's true that they say that you can enjoy Friends, but I don't think that you can appreciate Friends fully until you know V-Men's personality, until you know this dumpling story, until you know the alien thing, until you know the pinky thing. You know what I mean? It's so filled with inside jokes. It just takes a minute for it to really get it, but once you get it, the girls that got it get it. You know what I mean? Hello, my alien. Don't solve the mystery. Yeah. Let's get to the big part at the end too, because like, look at him holding hands. Actually, I just stop. Like, this is him announcing a lot. I'm just kidding, but I'm gonna cry. I can't handle all of that at once. You know, it's really a lot to take on. But we love that. And then we're gonna go get you goo a little bit to my late found double bias, Sok Jin, realizing that the entire time I didn't think that I was looking for him, but he was looking for me. Until he caught me, and I was captured. It took just one of those little kisses away. Alright, wait, let's get to this. I know, I just don't want to put too much of these one performances on there and get blocked. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Yes, you will. All for you. Bitch, let me be your moon. Let me be the moon. Let me be the moon. Then we move on to another iconic duo, Respect. And this is our little Yoongi Magungi and Junie Wooni. This is not giving it the justice it deserves, but you know it. I felt like I'm gonna get this video blocked. I don't even know why I tried to do these clips on here. It wasn't gonna be these clips. I don't know how they got themselves thrown in. All right, then we move on to something a little bit slower. Back to an official music video. We are Bulletproof the Eternal, which is a beautiful, beautiful summary of everything ARMY has been through with BTS and everything BTS has been through with ARMY, and I love that. We are together, bulletproof. To go from Bulletproof Boy Scouts, the idea of like, we'll shoot you, we're so tough, we're so hard, you know, kind of thing, to being like, no, actually we needed y'all as this bulletproof shield so we can be us, and y'all were able to lift us up through all of the hate, all of the controversy, etc., etc. Now we are not 7 with you because we wouldn't be here without y'all. And like, that's such a good message. That's such a good message. I love that one so much too. It's just gives me louder than bomb feels. And the last song on the album, besides the one we don't talk about, is Outro Ego. Hobart Anthony really coming through and just putting a smile back on our face. This is like one of my favorites to just put on and dance around the house.
I don't care, jump in there. We're young, it's a text, so we're here. Keep going now.
Ready, set, and begin. Ego.
Just work myself.
Oh my god. Time goes by. Sorry, alright, y'all. We got into it a little too much, but you see what I'm saying? It puts a smile on my face. And I guess what this whole video is trying to say is thank you to BTS for putting out this masterpiece and continuing to defy expectations, be realistic, be true to yourself, but also set new standards for a whole ass industry and even industries across the world. This is the blueprint that's being laid down right now by BTS for how to really do the music game, and people are just taking notes, you know? They're just taking notes, because one day they're gonna look back up and realize we should have collabed with BTS when we could. Now they're too big. Now they're Celine Dion. Now they're Elton John. Now they're people you won't see collaborating. Except Elton John did, but you know what I'm saying. But I do want to also say thank you to everybody who's given me support over the last 2 years. It has been life-changing, amazing, and even if it does have to slow down or come to an end, I just want y'all to know that this has been such an amazing roller coaster ride and the best job I've ever had in my entire life. And hopefully we can continue doing this for a long time. With that being said though, I love y'all, and I'll be back with more videos soon. Like I said, if you like this, make sure you click like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah. BTS forever. I love y'all. Bye. I would love to know them by name. So